18, 19, and 20. So when we look at the tooth itself, number 18, there doesn't appear to be any decay on this particular tooth externally at the margins. And here we're using the microscope to see where everything is. And I know that I'm going to need 2 millimeters of space, and so this particular burr goes down 1.8 millimeters at the edge, and you can see that it goes through the onlay fairly at the right spot there. And we continue to work on the tooth. Now here's an instrument to loosen everything out. And so we're able to break the bond on the enamel. And according to the patient, this work's been there anywhere from 5 to 10 years. He kind of lost track, so to get that little piece out. And you can see how there's quite a little bit of decay. Teeth are supposed to be hard, not soft. And there's all that yellow in there. Though it could possibly be hard tooth structure, we'll see in a minute that it's all soft and just peels away. And it's completely inside the tooth. Now this tooth hasn't had a root canal done on it, so we had numbed it up using the computer, and so his full lip wasn't completely numb. And there we are, cleaning it away. That's decay detector. And we removed quite a little bit of tooth structure, decayed tooth structure. But as you can see, the staining that shows that there's still active decay is quite extensive. So we go ahead and remove some more. You can see that on the distal there's a weak spot. We put in some more decay detector, rinse it off, and sure enough, we still need to remove a little bit more. Now we're getting down to the heroic portions of trying to save the tooth. We've already decided the tooth in front of it is hopeless, that there was too much decay. We're not into the nerve yet. We're removing some of the sclerotic dentin that was laid down by the nerve to protect it. And there's not a lot of tooth there. And the question is do we try and save it? If we do, are we doing a post and core? Are we doing a root canal beforehand? Or do we just put a crown with a crown buildup? Without the buildup, the tooth would not have enough tooth structure to sustain a crown. With just a buildup, we're probably looking at, it could be next week, next year, or 10 years from now, a root canal on the tooth, assuming that it stays. Here it is, completely cleaned up. And there's a fair amount of recession, so it's possible that someone might decide to try and put a crown on that tooth. And so we place a base. And put in a crown buildup for the tooth. Here's the tooth isolated. We're putting in a base over the nerve area. And this will get us through today. We haven't really made a final decision. We're treatment planning his whole mouth. And we might very well, if he's having symptoms at all, go back and do a root canal on the tooth. Or he may choose to have the tooth taken out and put in some implants on that side. We're just assessing right now how extensive his problems are. Put a little flowable in there, make sure it's in all the different corners. Three-second light certainly makes things a lot easier. Some material. I use a bright white so that I can see where the margins are. Make sure everything's condensed and pressed down. Other layer. 2 millimeters of composite is the typical standard of layering. There's the band coming off. You polish it down. And this is just a temporary. I want to make it smooth so it doesn't bother the patient's tongue.